humans for whom the words "never again" carry special meaning.
So where are we going?
Further than we've ever gone before.
Report. Structural latching system integrity breached.
Prepare to take us out of here, number one. Fire up the engines, half impulse till we clear the nebula, then punch it up to warp 9.
Ready phasers, load forward torpedo bays. Engage.
Homo sapiens. What an inventive, invincible species. It's only a few million years since they crawled up out of the mud and learned to walk. Puny, defenseless bipeds. They've survived flood, famine, and plague. They've survived cosmic wars and holocausts. Now, here they are, out among the stars, waiting to begin a new life, ready to outsit eternity. They're indomitable.
I'll give you moves.
Everybody lives, Rose. Just this once! Everybody lives!
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. Good evening, good morning. I hope you're doing well wherever you're on world. I'm actually doing quite well, I have to tell you. Bit of a strange week. It's been a bit of a strange week since the last talk. Let me tell you. So, I'm in recovery right now, not from alcoholism or substance abuse, but boy, I can fancy some substance to abuse right now. Don't do drugs, kids, no matter how much fun they are. Don't do drugs. Anyway, that's why my schedule is kind of like all over the place right now. Also, I'm expecting grandchildren like anytime in the next 4 weeks, right? So that's gonna be crazy. There's it's really nice. My son, my son always does the things the right way. He's a very does things the right way kind of guy. Like when he got engaged, my father, right, his grandfather, left him went out and bought like a very very expensive watches for him and his brother, right? I assume his other grandsons as well, because they wanted something permanent to like leave them, like was something that's something that was a weighty heirloom, right? And then the video of him getting engaged. It's weird, by the way. In the kids in Israel, when they get engaged, they have it all set up and they film it, right? I got engaged. I got engaged after dating nearly 3 weeks to my wife, and it was a matchmaker, right? Matchmaker, make me a match, that kind of thing. And they didn't sing it, so they the matchmaker told me, okay, she likes you. I said, well, I'm ready to pop the question. She said, well, she's not. You better hold your jets there. Then we went out for dinner, right, at Khorasan in Jerusalem, which was at the time, okay, we had one mall in Israel. It was the Chorus Mall, right? This was in the mid-90s. And I used to go there a lot. They had the movies there. There's great, there's a Pizza Hut there. And they had a promotion where they had these Pizza Hut cups with different Star Trek. You had like a phaser on one, a Romulan warbird on one, I think Enterprise on one, and a Bird of Prey, I guess, on another. Right? I remember my friend take the piss out of me because I bought home one with the hand phaser. He said, "Oh, look at it! Like this piece of like reflective, shiny reflective tape on the front." So, "Oh, look at that! It's got real life like laser look, right?" So Khorasan, there was a Chinese restaurant in there. They had the Chorus restaurant. No, the mall was called Malka, right? The restaurant was called Chorus, which was like a average grill place, like, where you get chicken, meat, and skewers on the grill. But you had Khorasan, which was the Chinese one, which was, oh man, that was awesome, right? That was so honestly, to this day, some of the best Chinese I've ever had. It had a great wonton soup, wonderful. So anyway, we went out to dinner there on our date, right? Again, 3 weeks in, just under 3 weeks in, right? And we're on the date, and I could see she was melting, right? I could see, I had gotten through, right? So things were going well, right? So in religious faith back then, anyway, right? If you didn't like the girl, you went on. It was like again, they're like blind dates. If you didn't like the girl, you would walk them to the bus stop, right? I said, catch you later, lovely time, bye. If you like the girl, you get in a taxi with them, and you'll put them. If you like the girl, you'll get in a taxi. You'll put them in a taxi maybe and pay for the taxi. Be a bit gallant, right? And if you really like the girl, you got in the taxi with them. Now, the other thing is because you're not allowed to touch before you're married, sometimes you'll get in the front seat and she'll get in the back. I did that a few times. That was just weird, right? That was just weird. So we're in the taxi on the way home, and I popped the question, right? And then we just got in the taxi, like, stop, hey, we'll stop here, right? And we were both kind of freaked out. That's when she found out I smoked. I don't smoke now, right? I said I smoke after Shabbat, which was true. I also smoked all the other days as well. Anyway. What am I talking about that? I can't remember. Chinese restaurant? Cannot remember. Anyway, so flash forward to now. I'm in somewhat of a recovery, like 30 years later. Not from that, from like, the last 10 years I got messed up, right? I got my programming rewind. I wish I could tell you more, but again, it involves other people, so I got to, to be a bit circumspect. But like, man, so the thing happened not last Saturday, Saturday before, which blew my mind. Okay, so imagine, the Rabbi, Planet Rabbi is like that, right? And it has a crust of like 2 mile crust of bullshit all around it, right? And then something happened that like really blew up my bullshit, like completely blew it up. And I saw myself for who I'd been and what I've been doing, and it was not a pleasant sight, right? It was not. I've been very abusive, been very angry, right? People were scared of me. Those closest to me were scared of me. Those closest to me were long suffering, right? It was a real, man. It's like when you look at yourself in the mirror and you see like this monster staring back at you. It's terrible. And I remember doing all this shit. I just couldn't put it together with, oh no, that's a shitty way to live, right? That's a shitty thing to do, right? So anyway, so this somewhat of a crisis happened. There's somewhat of a crisis happened, like that blew up like the outer rims of bullshit, right? Around Planet Tzvi. And so that was the first thing that like just my world was in freefall, right? Total freefall. And it might have had some, it still might have some, very serious life-changing consequences, which that's basically all I can say, right? So anyway, so what I didn't realize, right? Underneath the 2 mile crust of bullshit, yes, there was yet another 2 mile crust of bullshit underneath, which I had no idea. Well, I was like, I was priding myself in being so honest, and I try to speak the truth, but I'm so full of shit. I was like, well, mostly I bullshit myself, right? I realized I've been scripting everything in my head to give it an emotional resonance, and mostly to me, right? To make what I think and do make sense, to make it seem normal, right? So anyway, so then because of like this thing that blew up that whole realm of bullshit, right? There was this other thing that because of that I started to handle it a specific way, and then that turned out not to be the way to handle it, right? And so I was just freaking out. So on Sunday night and Monday night, I literally didn't sleep at all, right? Literally, I had no sleep for like 2, and I was bouncing off the bloody walls, right? I was bouncing off the walls. And then by Tuesday, I was able to hear that the thing I thought was happening, because I just couldn't understand it, was not, in fact, the thing that was happening. I was able to chill out. Now, sadly enough, on Sunday that day, I had a psychological treatment. I can't remember, EBT maybe. If you ever had it, it's like you have one side of your brain that's emotional and one side of your brain that's analytical. And when you have a trauma, things stay in the emotional side of the brain, right? So I had this thing trapped for 5 years. It's going back to the if you're a long time viewer of my channel, the thing I had with my synagogue, right? Where essentially the rabbi changed, like ran my name through the mud, like piece of shit. He is. So anyway, there was this meeting that happened essentially at the beginning of that because of that, which I had real trauma from. And so by doing this treatment, it moved that memory from the left side of my brain to the right side or the left way around. I don't bloody know, right? And I was able to process it, right? I was able to process it in reality for the first 5 years. And man, so much of I couldn't give a shit about it now. Like so much of my anger about it just gone. But here's the weird thing, like. A lot of things I was very passionate about, I also couldn't really give a shit about anymore. Like, I like Donald Trump. Don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed the Trump stuff. I enjoy his presidency. I don't really give a shit about politics anymore, right? It was all tied up in that. I do give a shit about, the destruction of culture, right? Because maybe, right? If in 2017, when all this was going down, if culture hadn't been inverted and become like insufferable soapboxes for idiocy, right? And I had somewhere to escape to, like I could go and watch an episode of Doctor Who and not be lectured about trannies, right? For once, or how wonderful, how terrible white people are, right? But I just watched Doctor Who, right? Wouldn't that be an idea? Like I was doing up until then. Right? Maybe things would have been different. I don't know. Maybe I could watch Star Trek. No. So I am still pissed off about that. Don't get me wrong. Right? But I had this, I was this close to being hospitalized, right? Literally this close. So, and again, all this, this stuff that's been weighing me down for all these years had gone at the same time. It was just something else that was going on. So now, okay, part of my recovery is learning to adult again, be human again. Like my wife would just do everything for me. Like I wouldn't go to the doctor. I refused, right, and get prescriptions for me. So I went to the doctor today. And she's been my doctor for about 5 years. Never met her. Right, never met her. And I thought I was just going for medication, right? Because again, with I had a real depression the week before when I realized I'd been so terrible, like really so terrible. And then I had this and that's the point where the therapist said, go and make an appointment with your doctor. And funny, I looked at my wife and she was like, I don't even know how. I don't know where. I don't know her name. I don't know where to start. It was like, there was like, no, you have to do this on your own. So my kids helped me out, thank God. I made an appointment with the doctor and went today. Essentially to get antidepressants if I needed them, right? They take about 3 weeks to kick in. I'm like, really? Weed's been around for a long time. Can't you do something like on that kind of speed? No, apparently not. But I thought that was there for. No, I had the full, not the finger up the arse, but pretty much everything else examination, and I was not expecting it. I was not expecting it at all. Like, okay, the reason I haven't gone to the doctor. I ignore all shit, right? Around the time, like 5 years ago, I developed this. This is gross. Okay, this is gross. This like large hernia, I think. Which, if you know hernia, basically it goes like above your cock and balls, right? And and it just got bigger and bigger, and like shit. I mean, like it's about that big. It's huge, right? I'm like, and the doctor was like, when she's examining me, and this was like the thing. It was all my worst nightmare for many years. He was like, so why didn't you come to the doctor? I said, shame. The doctor was very good in that she doesn't make you feel bad for the shit that you've done, which is nice, right? So anyway, that was my day, right? I worked as well. So I went to the doctor, got medication. I'm on Ozempic now. I haven't started it yet, right? And I was like, is this okay? All the conspiracy theorists say this is bad, right? She's like, look, in your case, you're cool. Don't worry, you're cool. Right, also she gave me some sleep. Said this sleeping tablets. I told her I was up for 2 nights. I mean, that makes fucking crazy. Oh, I was up for literally 2 nights. And I think not a moment of sleep. It even makes you woolly. She gave me some sleep medication, but she said, this is in emergencies only. I'm like, okay, no problem. But anyway, it was weird, right? It was weird. Like again, my daughter gave me a ride because she had an appointment. And I was there like 45 minutes early. And I was like, I haven't been on my own for so long, right? I do everything with my life, like everything, right? I'm becoming rehabilitated essentially. And so there's a cafe there. I got 40 minutes. I'll get something to eat. I'm hungry, right? And I had anxiety about sitting there on my own. It was quite pleasant, but I was like, I didn't know what to do with myself, right? Yeah. So this is like the general, call someone right now, right? It's where it goes, who knows, right? Who knows? But it's going right now. Right now, I'm in a very good spot. So that's all good news. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few fun things to look at tonight. We have a lot to talk about. As always, a lot of weird stuff going on in the Doctor Who world. Let's start with this. Which doink. I just broken into season 2 of Blake 7, and I realized before I started I hadn't finished season 1, so I had to watch what's the name of that one? The end of season 1. I'll just look it up. It's literally on my hard drive. It's on 2 hard drives, actually. Blake 7, season 2. No, season 1. What's the season 1 finale? All right. And I didn't realize they changed the voice from season 1 to season 2. Right? That kind of like blew my mind a little bit. So we got that to watch here. So there's this new movie coming out. I like the look of this trailer, right? I like the look of this trailer. Here we go.
Called Australia. A culture war tore the nation apart. And somehow, the lefties won. And I should know. I'm the Prime Minister. Elbow. This is my land. Good morning, fellow white straight males.
It would be funny if it wasn't so real. I feel like we're living in that 2 Ronnie sketch, The Worm That Turned.
Hey, big boy.
Just as the elders foretold, this is Namageddon.
I'm gay and retarded, Your Honor. I'll allow it.
That's toxic positivity. I'm sorry.
In case you haven't noticed, Pete, I'm black.
Daddy, I don't believe him.
You have to believe him, honey. He's 1/16th Aboriginal.
I know what Please Explain is, but maybe I'll check it out.
Wait, what if someone sees us?
Let the cookers watch.
Wow, the rainbow serpent. Sounds like a really cool gay snake.
It's not a gay snake!
Okay, so I wish it well. I'm not going to move. Are you crazy? However, okay, I like Alien Earth a lot, as you remember. I one of the few voices that I really enjoyed it, right? I really genuinely enjoyed it. It's been greenlit for a 2nd season, and apparently, big scoop, right? Big scoop on the interwebs. I found out yesterday, right, that Sigourney Weaver somehow is signed. It's a prequel, so I don't know how she's going to. Somehow is signed to be in it, right? I don't know how she's going to. But there was some leaked footage. Check this out, right? It is. This is. If you didn't like season 1, right? Season 2. This is the one you're going to want to watch. You might recognize the bad guy. That again, we love AI. I mean, look, AI is in the middle of really just taking things over right now. Thank God, right? Thank God. Anything else to look at? No, I don't think I do. Right, I got that one. Look at that one. Do the Doctor Who news. All right, very good. I think we'll let's pull up the thumbnail. And then we will get into the I'll get to the chat and we'll get to the show. I guess. Where are we up to? Oh, it's a Thanksgiving thumbnail. Well done here. Let's just go back to the beginning and pause it there. Nicola, you look fantastic as always. I think you might be back for Christmas. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I remember the days when it was Chris Chindle's head on the turkey. Now it's Rusty Davies. Oh, how the world has changed. How the world has changed. Now, I understand it's not Thanksgiving in England where most people watch. But, you know, and yeah, the day before Thanksgiving vibe is much more traveling, like insane traveling. Weirdly enough, right? Weirdly enough, we always make that's the Sabbath every year where it's Thanksgiving. We always make Thanksgiving Sabbath, right? And Sabbath starts really early. It's like I think it's the earliest it is this week and next week, right? So so I was like, well, you know, how are you going to get it all done? I was talking to my wife. I've got so much to do. And so really on Thanksgiving, she's taking a day off work. She's going to be working from home but so she can start cooking the turkey and stuff. Look, as somebody who lived in America for many years, there's really nothing to complain about a turkey dinner, right? Of course, Thanksgiving has always been a queer holiday. Well, of course you'll say it, Russell. Of course, right? Russell is off. He's off the reservation. He's off his meds. Russell, mate, Russell. Not everything is queer all the time, right? You're a minority, not a majority, right? Minority. Shall I be mother? Nicola, darling, if you were my mum, I'll be even more twisted and weird than I am now. So maybe yes. Yeah, so what's these days? Weird twink obsession. I think that's a fair headline, right? That's what it is. Anyway, and the Acolyte created a meltdown. Are we going to get to it? I don't know. Probably. Anyway, you cut that bird, Nicola. You know what you're doing. Yes. I love it how you lean forward, right? That works very well for me. Let me get to the chat then with that. Darren M is here and on the Rumbles. It's a Wednesday. This is Wednesday, not Thursday. Thursday, I'm busy this week, I'm afraid. And again, my schedule's very up in the air. Jonathan Cox is here. How you doing, Jonathan Cox? I know you're all very confused, right? Somebody on Disco Public as a day of the week already. It's not helping, Rabbi. No, I'm sorry. Look, I've been batshit crazy for many years, and I'm trying to get better. That means I've got to screw up the schedule. That's just what it is, baby. PD Rich remembers the Star Trek cuts from first Pizza Hut. Let me see if I can find them. Followed by the cups Big Debur. Well, that was the you're talking about for the Thunderbirds movie, which I quite like. Pizza Hut Star Trek Cup promotion. I bet I can find a trailer for a commercial for it. Let's have a look. Images. That's the Thunderbirds one. Oh yeah, this is them. Wow. Get out of here. Yeah, let me see if I can enlarge that. Fine. Let me see if I can find the commercial for it. You do Pizza Hut Star Trek Cup promotion. I bet that's out there somewhere. I think I've seen it at some point. No, not those ones. Oh, is this it? I think it is. Oh man, look at that. Look, I like Rumble, but this is why YouTube is never going to lose, right? It's just got everything on it. Oh, it's not downloading. Here, I'll try that one. Here it comes. Video file. Downloads. Come on. You can do it.
Stardate 2045. Crew overcome by strange alien virus. Accents changing. Bodies warping.
Stomachs rumbling.
What now?
Now, Captain, we...
I recognize him. Okay, why is it original series Enterprise? Why are they wearing blue if that's the captain? What the hell's going on?
Hit the hut. Hey! A Star Trek Cup, kid soft drink, cheese and tomato pizza, all for...
Oh, the Robin and Warbird! Oh, I remember that one. I had that one. Yeah, I love that.
$2.99 at Pizza Hut.
Klingon warship approaching. Impact imminent. Red alert.
For a Star Trek Cup, hit the hut.
Only $2.99 each, right? Here, I'll show you a picture of them. Share screen. Yeah, they didn't have the Thunderbirds Cups in England. I don't think we even got all these ones in Israel. We had the Communicator, the Phaser, the Warbird. I think the Enterprise, really. Yeah, I think that. Maybe, yeah, it was these ones. Look, the two, they don't even say it's the right pictures. I didn't think it was a tricorder. We had the Phaser, Enterprise, and must be the Warbird and the badge. Yeah, they were great. Oh, I love those. That's what my friend took the piss at me with. Yeah, I don't think we got that. I had the Enterprise D. Yeah, I didn't get an original series of that stuff. Hey, very cool. Very cool. There you go. Back to Nicola. The word mother will probably trigger Russell Davies. It probably does. Right? No. OT is here. My mistake. I'm terribly sorry. Dear Star has done lockdown drills in schools and other step towards digital ID. Oh, man. I mean, like, Nigel Farage couldn't get in soon enough, but is he going to go far off? Probably not. There's an error in my show notes, says Peterich. Your postal code had 2 zeros. Let me have a look. I think they changed that a number of years ago. Where is it? Edit. And firstly, well done to you for finding out. 1 second. 44855. Oh, yeah, they added in another 0 a number of years ago. You're correct. There you go. My book is on way. I'm looking forward to receiving it. She cried. Jigger. Where we got there? Whizzing through the chat. Give her a like, says Lonnie. And Lonnie's not wrong, right? Lonnie's not wrong. Pizza Hut was trying to rival Burger King with them, but they were more expensive. Oh, I wonder what the Burger King promotions were. I do not know. Right? I do not know. Anyway. Let's start whizzing through the... Wow. Sorry, that Facebook page is just like, what? There's a bunch of weird, random stuff in it. Okie dokie. Where's being a weird and random? Where should we start? Should we start with Twinkgate? Or no, you know what? I think we'll start with Doctor Who Mid-Journey. Man, most exciting thing in Doctor Who right now. The closing time is live on Amazon. Please, everybody, line up, get closed in time. Farage now apparently an FSMite at school who's saying who wasn't. We were kids about to say. I saw the way he's dealing with that, and it was very, very bad. Right, very, very bad. It was. He should have just said, "What do you?" It was a kid. I don't. It's 50 years ago. I don't remember. Right. The reason that you're saying it, the people accusing me are like weirdo lefty lovers who probably hated Brexit and don't want me to be prime minister. I hope there's a few people are stupid enough to listen to it and peel off a few votes so I don't have a complete majority, which I'm going to have. Now, do you have any real questions to ask me? Or are you another lefty fucking lovey who cares about who's trying to... like, why would he give it any credence? So stupid, right? Absolutely so stupid. What can I tell you? We live in times of stupid people. Anyway, Doctor Who Mid-Journey. Oh, I always like a bit of Doctor Who Mid-Journey, right? Always enjoy a bit. Actually, we should look at this first before we get there. Now we're talking about AI. So this is doing the round. About a week late on it. And firstly, fuck me. Don't you love that console? Isn't that console like so much better than the boring Sooty one? Right? It's so much better. It's not even close, right? So this is a course bullshit. This is a course AI bullshit. It's not real. They're not. I doubt it anyway. I don't think they're filming the special yet, right? I don't think it's going to be till next year. I don't think Rusty Davies even finished writing it. Wait, what's that on the console? A bunch of bagels? What is that? That's a knob. There you go. But you know, it really shows that the current era is just, hey, if you want to get people to watch it, right, you've got to go for classics somehow. And we all want Paul McGann, like that. Nobody wants Shooty Gatwa. Everybody wants Paul McGann back, right? Literally everybody wants Paul McGann back because you know he's the best. He's the best classic Doctor around right now. I mean, look, you can get Sean Pertwee to play the Third Doctor, and I think did they ever do a cosplay? Look. I can't remember him doing that. Sean Pertwee cosplays the Third Doctor. Well, again, these oh, there you go. Yeah, it's these things are old enough now. Like, it's no problem to recast, right? These roles at this point, in my opinion, right? It's not. Here we go. That's not one. Sean, is that Sean Pertwee? Yeah, got another one over here. And honestly, I would say put Tim Trelaw in a wig. I like Tim Trelaw's Third Doctor. I think it really generally works. Here, let me pull these up. I'm about to share screen. Share screen. Over here. Like, I mean, like, okay, that who would have any problem with that being on the screen as a Third Doctor, right? I mean, no one sane would have any problem, right? It just kind of works, right? It just kind of works. It feels like it's the same. It feels like it's a similar DNA. I kind of feel the same way about what's the name, son? Patrick Troughton's son playing the Third Doctor on audio, because he's really good at that. Right, and it's a very like, you know, it's a very sorry, I just saw it out, you know, out the corner of my eye. The person accusing Nigel Farage is probably some lefty Jew who hates Israel. Yes, 100%. I'm sure you're right. Share screen. But like no one has any interest in moving forward with Doctor Who right now, because they've moved for the last 7 years. It's been relentlessly shit. I mean, it just has. No, now you see Paul McGann, you go, oh man, that looks great. That looks fan-dabby double dozy. Who wouldn't want that, right? Who wouldn't want that? And again, the TARDIS set is fantastic. It's so much better than the shooting set, which I really don't like. I never liked it. I thought it would all come together. By the way, a nice bit of Doctor Who synchronicity from how many years now? 32 years ago. I loved it when they did. Was it Doctor Who magazine did this cover, right? Except in a tetrap, and tetraps with shit. Yeah, isn't that cool? Anyway, but like that's all that's really left of Doctor Who now. Pre-modern era nostalgia, because again, I don't think it's generated many fans in the last 10 years, right? And I think the fans that have generated are mostly a bit weird, frankly. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdness as well. But again, if he was, it wouldn't be in this costume. I doubt very much anyway. Like Billy, I don't think Billy Pub is going to be in it for more than a minute. I know. Like, if I was them, they would having Rusty Davies right is a really dumb idea, right? It's just a really genuinely dumb idea. Like, who wants it, right? Archie says, to be fair, believe Sean has said he does not want to play the Third Doctor because it would just be him playing his father. That's pretty. I think he has said that. Not sure if he still feels that way. Well, you know, it depends on the size of the paycheck, right? You know. Famous joke, famous Jewish joke. You know, a guy has a dog. He loves the dog. I mean, not loves the dog, but loves the dog. And the dog starts getting ill, right? He's a religious Jewish guy, all right? And he goes to the synagogue. And there's a prayer you say for the sick called Misha Berach, right? So he goes to the rabbi there and said, Rabbi, my dog's really sick. You know, he needs prayers. Could you say this prayer for him, the Misha Berach prayer, you know, in synagogue? It's like, absolutely not. I am not saying that prayer for a dog. Are you crazy? But, you know, there's a Reconstructionist synagogue, you know, just across here. Go there. They'll probably help you. I said, okay, no problem. You know, I was actually going to give $100,000 donation to the show to say, I just guess I'll give it to him. The rabbi said, wait a minute, come back. You didn't tell me it was a Jewish dog. Anyway, that's the way I tell him. So anyway, bit of a. I mean, like they're all wearing masks. Why are they wearing masks? What's going on? I believe this guy has 6 fingers over it. Let's have a look. I'm going to find if it's real and this guy really does have 6 fingers. Then we're like, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, 6 fingers, mate. Unless he really has 6 fingers. And then, I mean, wouldn't it be funny if this was a real picture and people were like, they had masks on for some reason. Or maybe they put masks on to make people think it wasn't real, right? Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? It really does look good. And it's such a shame that if only it was good. By the way, they got Paul McGann's height just about right. He's really short, apparently. He's about the same height as Sylvester McCoy. Who knew? Right? Because he feels like he's a lot taller, doesn't he? Anyway. Interesting stuff going on with AI. And honestly, again, I'm watching the new new Blake 7. My default is the new effects. And I'm looking at it and go, it seems to me to be really stupid, right? That that anybody makes effects now, not in AI. It's, I mean, like we all. I mean, I think that's when they made them. The AI wasn't where it is. But you can make them look like the original. It fits into the era. I did it with the Scaratan. A project I'd love to do is AI effects for Enlightenment. Yeah, because and use that. I would like recut the HD footage into the. Was it Fiona Cumming cut with but I'll make new effects for it with AI because why not? It's a piece of piss, really. You do it from a prompt and it works. And those prompts are getting it's getting stronger every freaking day. Those prompts, right? What they can do. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Share screen. Doink. There you go. Great balls of fire. Come on, Bessie. Is this the one? Yeah, Doctor Mid-Journey. Right? Like this guy's on, for me, this guy's on the cutting edge of AI thing. So let's see what this one. Make a 3, and this was the prompt rate. Make a 3x3 grid starting with the 1960s. In each section, show a Cyberman from the TV show Doctor Who that corresponds to that decade. Use colors and background and film style accordingly. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, this is lovely. 1970s is a bit off. 1960s is the comic art version of the 1990s is interesting, right? 2020s. I mean, I guess they're using the Lone Cyberman as a the future one looks more like the comic one from the 90s. 2000s and 2010s, yeah, pretty much it, right? 1970s one is a bit off. I like the 1980s to be the 70s, actually. Right? It looks a bit Star Wars, doesn't it? 1960s, yeah. And I love that you can just make these from a prompt. Here, look at it. You scream, Nana Banana, no image reference, just prompt. Now, that's a big deal. Right? Now, why is this a big deal? It's because normally, you have to put an image. Where's those pictures of Tom Baker I did? Let me find those. Hang on. I've got to make sure this... It's all safe for work, or the stuff I'm going to show you. Because mainly it's lots of boobies, right? Lots of boobies. Here we go. So this is my account. So what I did, I put in... There's a famous still of Tom Baker, right? Did they have it over here? All right. Famous still of Tom Baker said, can you change the camera angle to the top to have him look down? So... If you have image reference, it's really not so bad, right? It's really quite easy, and that's what it came out to. I mean, this is just great. I mean, look, Tom Baker's expression during this is just classic. It's pure Tom Baker, isn't it? It really is. It's like, just do it with AI, right? Just do it with AI. But okay, so you don't need image reference for this. I wish I know what the prompt was. There we go. Let me close that. Close that. Over there. Certainly close that. I mean, that's just breathtaking. I'm sorry that it developed that by itself. It's very, very, very cool that you don't have an image reference in there. I think it's a big deal, right? Nanobots, a new one. There's a bunch more. Let's see what else they do. I mean, that's more of a Dalek time vessel, I think, right? That was what they should make the Dalek time ship look more, Gallifreyan, frankly. That was pretty good. The Daleks now control the TARDIS. Oh, that's fun. That's great. I mean, again, with no image, it's breathtaking what they're doing now. Movie Mechanoid. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. What else they got going on here? So now it's more of a cantina look than that Cartmel's after. Oh yeah, that's something. You can edit stories, right, and have them like, okay, that's yeah. You wanted a Star Wars cantina film, right? So that was from Dragonfire. Much cooler. It feels like it's done on a BBC budget, right? Although Sylvester McCoy there isn't very good, right? But I do like it's a nice vibe. But man, you can see why, fandom loviness, right? Just hates AI because they can never do shit like this. I'm sorry, they're just not talented enough. It looks fantastic. I can't wait to see his. He's working on a Doctor Who and the Chase with Peter Cushing. It's bonkers because it knows who the characters are, but not what they look like. That's so funny. Nana Barnock, companions on Doctor Who. Not really. Let's see where we go. Susan Foreman, Barbara Wright, Ian Chesterton, Vicky. It looks kind of fun. Stephen Taylor is the closest one so far. Katarina, no, looks more like Joan Sims. Sarah Kingdom, again, more like what am I thinking of? Sarah Kingdom looks more like they lampooned her in the Austin Powers movies, and she was the second villain, Frau Butcher, or whatever her name is in From Russia with Love. Right? She looks very severe. Listen, a black dodo. Ooh, that sounds like a sex term. Hey, baby, how much for a black dodo? No, a black dodo, that would have been really cool, right? That would have been really cool. Although, Laurent Cornelius today still remains the best dodo chaplet in my mind. Ben and Polly action there. Jamie McCrimmon. The clan McCrimmon. So it's they kind of know who they are, but not, right? It's wild, mate. It's cray. What else they got? Nanobar TARDIS interior. Oh, that is cool. I've got to be using that more often. 1970s one isn't bad, right? 1970s one isn't bad. 1980s one, that's like early 80s, right? 90s is pretty good. It feels more like the Chris Eccleston time. I don't know what's going on over there with the 2000s. With like it looks like it's built on Zygon design. 2010s, well, that's essentially what it was, right? Late 2010s. No, it was way more shit than that. I like the 2020s one. That one. See, again, all these are so much better, so much incredibly better than Shooter's TARDIS, which is shit, right? It's total and utter shit, right? Hang on. It really is shit, Shooter's TARDIS. I just don't know. And they made such a big deal about it. Like, oh, it's going to be so crazy. How can we ever do it? I mean, do you remember the hype building it up? And it just came out to be shit. Mindy Sterling as Frau for Zinnia. Yeah, who was, again, lampooned in the, what's the name? Austin Powers. Dalek design. I like the giant antenna. Right? 1990s, really? No, that's 60s. 70s. I do like they got the right backgrounds for it, but not the 1980s. Look, BBC didn't have that much money, mate. TV movie Time War. When I first saw the new Daleks, I thought we were in an alternate dimension. That's more like the movie Daleks, right? So Time War, wherever. New Dalek paradigm. If only they looked that good, right? What's this? Revolution. Future Dalek. I mean, I can. And let's see how they do. Man, they know how to. Nana Banana knows it's Doctor Who's, right? And they know who's not Doctor Who as well. You might notice, right? Yep. Yeah, I mean, again, this is fantastic, and it makes you ask, why would you not do the effects work? Especially in classic Who. If you're redoing classic effects, those effects were separate from the, the footage, right? It's great. But this is the one that's really made people go a bit crazy, right? The idea of Sylvester McCoy filming in a TARDIS that was Lee Sullivan's design, essentially, right? And again, it's fascinating. Let's see what they do with the Daleks. What's this? Grid. Yeah, look, again, looks fantastic, right? No image reference, just prompt. I just don't like, why doesn't Big Finish use them for the covers? Because their weirdo twink viewership will have a meltdown. So weird, right? So weird. Yeah, okay. So this is the filming of stuff that never really happened, right? What's this? Is this the Massacre? Filming the Bell of Doom in 1966. I don't even know what that's referencing, right? Oh, this was fun, right? We made photorealistic versions of comic strip stuff, right? And do I like it? This is actually stuff I find the weakest. Oh, I guess this was Ground Zero. But again, this feels like Nick Percival has been doing the Dark Judges for the last few years, right? Yeah, this is the original. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a fan of photo comics, so this thing isn't really working for me that much. But yeah, okay. So this is a panel from what's it called? Endgame, I think. Whatever. It was Paul McGann's first story, right? As he steps out the TARDIS, drawn by Mark Garrity. I bet they're having a meltdown, right? I bet they're having a meltdown. It's very cool though. What's this? So the behind-the-scenes shots of favorite movies, all made with Nana Banana. I guess that's where he got his idea from. They got the right camera there. Look at that. So I guess it's a new trend that's going on, right? Any more? Blood Heat. Oh yeah. Great. Yeah, you need a bit more, a bit of Solarian action there. Oh, so this was the Tim Keeble illustration, I think. That when, or was it Jim Mortimer? And this is the Jim Mortimer, because it was an artist. Realized that. Okay, I'm like, this is a deep dive for me. I'm really enjoying this. Right? Okay, we covered that last show. Obviously, freaking awesome, absolutely awesome. But this is the one that's really been making people go crazy, right? Because again, you can tell, like especially the AI hating weirdo new fans, right? That they can tell the whole world is melting away before their eyes, right? It's nearly over for them, right? It really genuinely is nearly over for them. Speaking of which, this is going. Josh Snares. Now, Josh Snares, he does interesting video stuff, but generally speaking, it's not really my thing, right? Is there? Do I have a picture of his stuff? It's very like two-dimensional, kind of babyish, I think, and it doesn't really give the feeling of Doctor. Oh man, he just put out something new. We'll look at that in a second. Sorry, I just saw Mid-Journey Doctor Who got put something new on their account, and boy, is it great. Yeah, I'm just gonna find Josh Snares' account. Where is it? Oh, do I just look it up? Josh Snares. There you go. That way I can find his YouTube account. And we can see some of the animations he's done. Maybe, if I find it. No, interviews with Caroline Ford. I mean, he has nice concepts on there. Where's his stuff? Disappointing. I mean, again, and you really got to ask yourself, why are they doing those animations now? Which I liked at the time, but now they just look kind of stupid. Oh, here's one. Hang on, doink. And like, I don't want to diss somebody's fan creation, But when you compare this to what you can do with AI, you can see why they don't like AI, right? You can totally see why like here. So this is one. And again, I'm not dissing. If you like it, you like it. I mean, good for you. Here it goes.
You were not you.
Most assuredly, I was not. The other fella.
The other fella.
And I can't quite speak on his...
Yeah, it's okay. It just, I not the sort of thing I could ever watch, right? But this I could totally watch, right? And it's so close, right? These AI set pictures are so funny. Why is the light pointing at the crew? Oh, get out. Just chill out. I like, Josh, why don't you just lay down on the ground and cry and bang your little arms and legs on the floor, right? Why don't you just do that? Because that's what you're doing. That's essentially what you're doing right now. Let me nitpick. Why are they using two completely different mics? Again, Josh, mate. Josh. Are those grapes a bit sour? Because they seem it. They do seem it, right? Why are there a bunch of film canisters? Okay, nobody in their right mind has noticed any of these things. They just said, but this stuff scares me. Fake news, real evidence being discarded. It's going to get bad real fast. Now, probably what's more going to happen is you're just going to become irrelevant, Josh, right? Right? This you see your own ending, right? So Mid-Journey Doctor, I think it was just a nice chat. He was interviewed on Dan's channel. You should go check it out. Instead of pointlessly picking at something that took 20 seconds to generate, you could always discuss the work that I actually have put time and effort into. And again, I think we'll show this again because it's so good, right? It is just so good. We won't show the whole thing, right? But it's impressively good. Here it comes. But again, Josh, mate, just seems like a sniveling little crying loser to me. I don't know. So this is short unfilmed scene from the Target novelization of the Five Doctors. That basically, getting that is just classy. I'm sorry. The crashed Dalek ship and having it make so accurate to the TV 1960s version, right? It's gorgeous. I'm sorry, it is gorgeous. Yeah, to me that looks like 1983 Caroline Ford walking towards me from a overgrown, right? That's what it. And I do like the idea of the revive London where they had the very 1960s architecture with like modern stuff clamped onto it, right? Again, this feels pretty darn authentic. Again, just fantastic stuff. Have a quick look at the stuff. I can't stop. It's too interesting. The chase through time. Yeah, that's what the mechanoids are for. I love it's got that movie grain thing going to it. Isn't that great? Sort of right. So this is the Paul McGann version, I guess, not the Nicholas Briggs version. First, just covered with a blimp. If you know, a fight. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is all very right. And I actually joined, belong to the Patreon. I recommend it to everyone, right? Actually, I might on here. It must be. Not there. Am I there on as a rabbi from another planet? Wait. Oh, there I am, Tzvi Lebetkin. Okay, I'm very glad I donated this, right? Stay tuned. I am saying, because this is the future of Doctor Who. I'm sorry. This is the future of entertainment, right? So Josh snipes back. I was talking about the phenomenon as a whole. People AI generating BTS pictures. I don't comment on your work because it's not to my taste. Josh, we just looked at your work. It's not to anybody's taste, right? I don't comment on your work because it's not my taste. I don't see the resemblance of Caroline Ford. Well, as opposed to the split, the incredible resemblance you had of Colin Baker and Nicola Bryant, right?
Not you, Doctor.
Oh my God! It's not going to break a Nicola Bryant standing right in front of me. Okay, if that's Nicola Bryant, where's her tits? I'm sorry. They were quite a massive feature of, and like really. Yeah, I don't really see the resemblance. But you see the resemblance in that and Colin Baker. Really? I smell something. What is that? It's is that dog? Is that cat? No, that's bullshit, mate. That is bullshit. That's what I'm smelling. A lot of bullshit. And like, and the thing is, he wants to be able to do this stuff, right? But ideologically, he's not allowed to touch AI because only bad people do AI. And you don't see the resemblance of Caroline Ford. Okay, we just looked at your work, Josh, mate, and we literally saw it. And feels out of place with the story. I'm only commenting because you asked. Yeah, and you're just sniping, mate. You're again. Why don't you take the your wooden clogs called sabots and throw them into the machines, right? Creating sabotage. Because that's basically what this is. Speaking of sabotage, Rusty Davies. At this point, he's just sabotaging Doctor Who, right? This was weird, right? So looks like he's got a new boyfriend. Like, Russell, mate, you wanted to fuck somebody, doesn't make them Doctor Who, right? It's really weird. I mean, it's not bad. Wasn't bad, but like, maybe we need to walk back on the relentless gay shit, right? And have, not an effeminate twink doctor, right? And it's clearly he brought him onto the set so he can film as a doctor because, he fancies him. Right, none of it looks that it's not hard to anybody to work out. It really genuinely isn't. Is this the one? Yeah, this is what he put out on Doctor Who Day, right? I'm sorry, Russell, you're the only one who needs Doctor Who to be gay. Right? You're literally the only person like, oh, no, he needs it. Otherwise, the fascists and the Nazis are winning. Like, what the hell? Presented to you by Jaguar. Exactly. All right? And, like, this costs money to make. This is just an abuse of power and position. Right? It is. I understand. In your fanfic fantasy world, Russell, you get fucked in the TARDIS by Doctor Who. Right, who's beautiful and wonderful. I understand that. You don't have to tell us everybody that, right? You can keep your masturbating fantasies to yourself. Or just let me mince over to the controls. Knobs doesn't look like a stranger twiddling knobs. It was a button. Are you going to grasp the shaft? I think he has before he filmed this. It's so cringe, Russell. And no, I don't hate gay people, right? I'm just sick of Doctor Who being relentlessly fucking gay. Oh, can you imagine if I took over Doctor Who and everybody was a rabbi? Right? That would be weird. That would be weird. Oh, that was a full John Inman, like wrist limp thing. Look at that. And he grabs the shaft. He knows what he's doing to grab a shaft. Why is he wearing fucking heels? Fuck off. it's just like, what? And why? Right, just why, Russell? What is going on in your idiot little mind? Unbelievable. I knew I seen Russell Davies' hunky young suitor before. At last month's Attitude Wars, they drove up in a chauffeur-driven limo. Oh, obviously. Let's hope they have a very. They're very happy together. That young, Olivia Cole lasts longer than 62-year-old Russell now, seemingly a long forgotten ex. It's weird, mate. It's weird, right? From an ethical point of view, should Russell Davies really allow his current squeeze to prance around the TARDIS using Murray Gold's music? Does this man have any shame? No. And essentially, that was the entire Ncuti Gatwa era, allowing his new. Because I'm sorry, I don't believe they weren't fucking, right? I don't believe they weren't. I don't believe Ben Cook and Russell Davies weren't fucking, right? Because that's something they talk about is fucking each other, right? I don't believe they weren't fucking, right? And I just think that's such a weirdly unethical thing to do. Oliver Cole isn't even an accomplished actor. He's just had a single 2016 credit on IMDb in a student TV movie to his name. But then it could be argued that Gatwa arguably was Gatwa. And look how that turned out. He was useless as a doctor. Right? He was just useless as a doctor. Like Doctor Who's in the shitter now. You know why Doctor Who's in the shitter? Because Russell Davies was in Ncuti Gatwa shitter quite a lot. Right? That's my guess, right? That is my guess. Still, if Oro is looking to get a leg over, up. If you like to get a leg over, up. And then he's certainly in the right place. I really hope they don't use their life to make money to allow Davies to cast another Doctor. That man is a liability. I guess he's got to suck off Pete McTeague as well now, the new Doctor, because, just keep it coming. Let's get rid of this entire production team. Right? Get rid of this entire production team. They're all useless. Right? They're all utterly useless. I don't know what to tell you. Useless beyond useless. Oh, weak as water, as Mrs. Slocum would say. He likely won't be at the BBC long enough with all the trans activism exposure, and that said the BBC itself is still standing. You just got to hope for the government to fall, right? And BBC to be defunded, right? That would be good. Is that kid really knobbing the warty Baron Greenback? I couldn't possibly comment. Yes, he is. It certainly looks like it to me. And yeah, calling him Baron Greenback, not entirely wrong. Right? Not entirely wrong. Sorry, there was an update on this one. Here we go to it. Where is it? Look at this. What was it? I spoke on the other day and I didn't realize the spare production was back on YouTube. Here's the VHS to sell it 5 months later. Isn't that great? It's really good. Back on YouTube. It's really good. I don't know why I was ever taken down. I couldn't possibly comment. It's just weird. I'm sorry. The whole thing is just a bit strange with Rusty Davies. I really genuinely don't get it, right? In any way, shape, or form. Anyway, let's see if these people get it. 10 things we need from Doctor Who's upcoming Christmas special. Let's have a look. Oh, it's not a video, is it? No good. At long last, people think, come on, what's next for Doctor Who? The good news is we're getting a new Christmas special. The bad news is it's coming out Christmas 2026. How would it come out Christmas 2025? They announced it, a week ago? Well, these things take more than unless you want to make it with AI, these things take more than 3 weeks to make. The scripting probably takes that longer because you've got to work out how to get more very overtly gay references in there, right? So what do we know so far? Very, very little. Disney is out, thank God. So the budget will be smaller, though if the rumors are believed, the money they contributed in the past seasons went towards rendering VFX in 4K. How can that be? Again, how can that be? Again, you can make it with AI, mate. Right? You can, AI does it for $10. How? How are you trying to sell that to me? Anyway, there's no reason that on the BBC budget, Doctor Who shouldn't look fantastic. Where are we up to? So the drop in production quality might not actually be noticeable. I don't think the production quality was that great. I think the Jodie era had the better production quality. I really do. And I thought that was shit, right? I thought the production quality was good, but I thought the Jodie era was shite. We all know Russell Davies is returning as writer, showrunner for the special, but that's it. Again, why? And even returning as showrunner, they just said writer. They didn't confirm he was showrunner for it. I think it's Pete Matee, will be my guess. We're still none the wiser as to who will probably be playing the Doctor and Companion, who will be guest starring. I don't think it's Paul McGann, right? I mean, it will seem surprising if it's not David Tennant and Billy Piper to me. Like, I would be surprised. He'll be guest starring, he'll be directing, and he'll be composing the music, the runtime, and whether we get a new Doctor Who Unleashed. Who cares? Really? Oh, we didn't get new Doctor Who Unleashed. Who cares if we don't get new Doctor Who Unleashed? Oh, man. The 90-minute gap between the reality one and the upcoming special is the longest in all of New Who history, which kind of sucks. Yes, it's because Reality War kind of sucked. Then why did the Reality War kind of suck? Because that's what they were doing behind the scenes, kind of sucking. However, on the flip side, it gives Rusty plenty of time to cook up something extraordinary. Yeah, because time is always the problem, isn't it? Not being completely captured by politics. And plenty of time for fans to theorize on what's in store. Theorize and take the piss. Indeed, there's a number of rumors floating around about what and who the special involved. And given the state of the state currently in, there are things that this episode certainly needs to do in order to set itself up for the future and type what's happened over the last 3 years. No, it needs to just forget everything that happened over the last 3 years. Like, desperately forget it. Like with some kind of large pointy rock induced what's the word? Black brain operation? Lobotomy. What's the deal with the gold tooth? Well, they said the master was trapped in it, didn't they? And again, that's how they brought back the master. I mean, like, this is like Rusty Davies' greatest hits done badly by a cover band. Right? Remember at the end of Last of the Time or whatever, they picks up a mysterious hand picks up the ring, and then the master comes back. You're right. So a mysterious hand picks it. Who cares? I think they've already established that the Shooty era takes place in a different dimension, right? A different universe. Judy Chudigat was early departure because he failed completely. Tell you, it's he's apparently. That's not that's probably the only thing he was premature about. He seems to go the distance. There's still a handful of Rusty David plot threads that remain unresolved. Yes, because they thought they were going to run for 10 years and be incredibly successful. Everyone's going to like queer Doctor Who, but it won't be that queer because nobody's going to notice it's going to be 1%. We'll move it at 1%. Really? More than 1%, mate. If Rusty David sticks around, these could be saved for the future season. He's not. But if 2020, I mean, he's going to stick around, they would say, wouldn't they? Yeah. But the 26th special is his last episode. One episode too many in my mind. Those answers might be brought forward. One big one is the Master, who made an appearance sort of in the giggle, imprisoned the master in the Toymaker's gold tooth. That's kind of a fun idea, but like, forget everything. Oh God. I mean, like, I find modern era unit just boring. When the Toymaker was defeated, the mysterious manicured hand picked up his tooth from the unit helipad, echoing the hand picked up master. Yeah, echoing, you mean like ripping off. But since then, we've had nothing. And the two prevailing theories are the hand belonged to Maestro, God, I hope not, or Mrs. Flood. Yeah, who was clearly originally meant to be the Rani. I mean, like, that was such a tacked-on ending. Which probably means Rusty Davies is going to pull a solution out of the ether without any forward planning, or like the rest of current Doctor Who. All the mysteries in Rusty Davies that is not necessarily demands an answer. It could either be left over for the next showrun or forgotten completely, like the whole shit show should have been. Right? But it'll certainly be nice to see the Master again in the special, given that they've been away for 4 years. More if he kept the Jodie Master. And it will be the first time Rusty Davies done a Chris Lee Master finale. Who cares? Really, who cares? Okay. Go all out with Christmas. Now, unless he's been completely captured, I think he will do, because Christmas, look, who doesn't love Christmas? I'm a rabbi, right? I'm a rabbi. And, you know, the people who instituted Christmas used to take people like me and burn them at the stake for not liking Christmas. Now I like Christmas. I do like Christmas is awesome. Oh, I love me a mince pie. I love me a mince pie. Something that shouldn't be overlooked in the 2020 special is the fact that it's going to be a Christmas special. Yes, I know. I mean, like, again, Chris Chibnall's idea of making New Year's as specials was dumb. Like, I mean, like, do I need to say Chris Chibnall's idea was dumb? Because it clearly was dumb. The specials we've had so far have broadly fallen into two categories. Stories that put Christmas in the front, like Christmas Carol, love it. And stories that barely use it at all. Like the one where Capaldi met Superman. Well, it wasn't a Superman. It was a homage to superhero movies, which, again, were the side horribly directed. Right? Horribly directed. They should have got one of the directors who did The Flash or something. Or Rachel Talali, maybe? Wait, did she direct? No, she didn't do that one. Like, horribly directed. Right? It was so flat. The 15th Doctor Christmas special did a decent job incorporating Christmas and delivering the festive feeling. Yeah, but it had Judy Gatwa through it, right? For him, a festive feeling is, I guess, like every other time, rampant sex, right? But it wouldn't be after this African special really went all out. Drench every set in snow, make Christmas part of the plot, and pepper Christmas carols throughout. Well, again, Rusty was good with that in the first run. The most funny remembered special, Christmas special, are the ones that embrace the theme. And after years away, it seems to be lovely to come back for a ho-ho huge Christmas bang. Again, that's the shooting gap. We'll wait. 50s Christmas specials also lack the big seasonal set pieces of old. Stuff like the giant tree collapsing in the Christmas Invasion. I don't remember that. And the Kashmir Frenzy. I don't remember. Oh, right. They would. I just got nearly killed by a Christmas tree. That one. In the Runaway Bride. The closest thing we got was the snowman scene. And that's so Shooty Gatwa could say, I just been snowman, which is something to do with coming in his face, I think. I'm not sure. I've never been snowman. I've never requested to be snowman. I look, the closest I came to that, right, it's bit of a sad story, you know, because I grew up very, very optimistic and happy, right? Because I grew up with a show called The Care Bears, right? And the Care Bears, they didn't fight people, they just exuded love. But except when things got really bad, right? They would join hands together, right? And they'll do the Care Bear stare, and they'll look and they'll shoot literal love out their chest onto whatever's going on, right? That night later, I found out you couldn't shoot love, you know, out of your chest. But you could shoot love onto somebody's chest. That's nearly as good. It's still a great joke. Oh, Dave Chappelle always remains funny. Okay, Snowman, right? I'm going to look up. I'm going to ask Grok. I'm scared what it's going to tell me, right? I'm going to ask Grok. Let's see. What is the sex term snowman? Let's see what it's going to say. Snowman, something called snowman or snowmanning, is a slang term in casual sexual context that refers to a specific act. I'm asking what the act is. Usually involving three people. A threesome. It means one personally, typically a man, ejaculates onto the other's face or chest. Okay. Then immediately throws and presses handfuls of snow, sometimes just cold air substance from effect, onto the semen. Why? So that the white semen and snow creates a visual. Oh. I don't want to know about that. It's a niche, seasonal, and fairly extreme rare kink item. Oh, you mean a Wednesday for Russell T. Davies? Most seen in online forums and urban directory styles or porn-related discussions. It's really gross, right? I'm sorry. I don't think that's the expression of somebody's love, right? I don't. And I know Rogue wanted to be seen with shooting because it literally requires snow And the obvious location and weather dependent means, okay, oh God, it's vile. I mean, I'm really, that's vile. That's the only reason they put it in, right? See. Church and Rubio and the Church and Rubio also felt fairly low-key considering it was tacked on note from Disney, right? Actually, Rusty Davies' original idea of introducing him, in the middle was far stronger. And it shows where Rusty Davies is, where Disney gives can you introduce the Doctor earlier? I said, yeah, let's do it in the gayest scene ever in Doctor Who, right? I would love AI to recreate that with William Hartnell from the what's the name scene, the Hellfire Club. And let's have a new musical number 2. 2026 could be Marigold's last Doctor Who. Again, no, Marigold, fuck off. We're done, right? Just make it more of a song for 10 than the Goblin song. I kind of like the Goblin song. It was just, generally speaking, a bit shite. Who is the boss? Who cares? Oh, I mean, you keep acting like anything happened in this era, anybody cares about. They don't. Nobody cares about it, right? Nobody. Just get over it. Nobody cares about it. The old unanswered plot from Russell Davies 2 is the identity of the boss. A mysterious figure first mentioned by Meet the Beep in the Starbeast. Feels like a forever ago now, doesn't it? Yeah, because it felt like forever watching that shit. Following this, Rogue referred to a new boss who had given him a lot of paperwork. It's unclear if it was the same character. I don't care. Why do you need 3 people to be Snowman? I don't know. I'm not looking into it anymore. I don't want to fucking know. It's gross. I don't think you could ever get anything grosser than Soggy Biscuit, and you just did. I'm not telling you what Soggy Biscuit is. If anybody else you want to play Soggy Biscuit, the answer is no, you don't. No, you don't. Before a more definite reference came in the reality war, where Anita passed on greetings from the boss to the Doctor, implying, as well as all overseeing Meat and Rogue, there was now they're now in charge of the Time Hotel. Who's it? The Toy Maker back? Maybe. Who cares? I think they give up on this era. No normie remembers it already. Right? It's done. It's finished. Oh, speaking of which, I got there were some more action figures came out from, was it Starbeast? There we go. Was it? Presumably this arc was due to reach its climax. But many things reached its climax in season 3, with the boss maybe being the big bad of Rusty Davies, putting the strings right from the start. So it makes sense for it to be paid off in a big festive special. Who would that villain be? Surely a returning character. But oh God, how can they deball another character? Look at Omega and Sutek, right? 2 of the best characters in Classic Who, just made into utterly forgettable, right? Utterly forgettable. Like a dog on a spaceship, a dog on the TARDIS. It's just shit. So it makes sense to be paid on their way up to. We know Russell loves bringing them back, and the 3rd Doctor did fight a supercomputer called Boss. That would be fun. That actually would be fun. Right, I would actually support that. So you never know. The boss could be the master or the person that packed it into the tooth. He's trapped inside it, and it wouldn't make sense to start connecting some of those random dots. It would be better if somebody tried to get the master out of that gold tooth, and it turned out to be the toy maker, and the master was trapped in that toy maker's gold tooth. Right, that would make more sense. It makes sense to start connecting these random dots, but whatever the case, let's hope it reveals a satisfying. Like, nobody cares. How can it be satisfying when nobody bloody cares? And really, genuinely, nobody cares. Return of the Daleks. I'll be amazed if they don't have this. I will be amazed beyond amazed if they don't have this, right? Again, Billy Piper and David Tennant Daleks is my prediction. Right? It's certainly not going to be Christopher Eccleston. It's certainly not going to be Matt Smith. It's certainly not going to be Peter Capaldi, right? Bring Jodie back? Yeah, why not? Hey, Russell, why don't you bring Jodie back? You loved her so much. Go on, you do that. I'm sure that'll just help your bottom line. Borrowing the children needs special Destination Scarra. Please borrow it. It was awful. The flash of reused, reworked footage in the reality war. The Daleks have been absent since 2022, the entirety of the RTD2 era. Weird. Like, why would you do that? Must be a rights thing with Disney, maybe? I don't know. It's just weird. At the time, this was part of a consensus move away from iconic enemies in favor of fantastic new baddies and obscure old favorites. There was also a feeling that the Bronze Time War Daleks had been done to death, and the rest of that time probably wasn't a bad idea. So I believe the original plans for season 3 would be very Dalek heavy, with the Daleks being a big bad for the season and a redesigned Dalek. So, I think that's reasonably likely then. By this time next year, the special airs of Daleks will have been away from the screen for 4 years. It's honestly baffling. They never appeared on Disney era, given how iconic they are. It is strange, isn't it? You'll never expect Disney to be all over them, and honestly, but honestly, we're ready for them to come back now. Now, again, you guys spin-off series. Why don't you do a Dalek spin-off series? There's no other monster that could generate such interest amongst the casual viewers. Exactly. You probably Daleks and Cybermen, right? You just got to have everything for this one. Although Russell is still convinced that the war between the land and sea is going to work out so incredibly well that they're going to end up getting, be funded by somewhere, I think. He thinks it's going to be such a hit. I don't know why. I don't know why, right? But okay. Well, a redesign would be argued to be make more sense to have a Bronze Dalek back alongside Billy. I mean, why not just repaint them into being like the silver, silver and blue, right? You just take that design, repaint them. Assuming she's actually in the thing, honestly, at this point, we'll take anything we can get. Well, again, that's what Rusty Davies said. That's why we end up with Shooter Gatwa. RTD's final bout. Again, are you talking about him being fucked in the ass on the TARDIS set? Because I bet that happened. Don't you think that happened? I bet that happened. My money is that happened. Rusty Davies' return was held as the Return of the King. And yeah, but 4 years later, things are all different. Yes, it's called doing an awful fucking job. Right, again, everything he did in this new era was a failure. He's sitting in the TARDIS set. That was a failure. Because everything in this era was a failure. Right? It was a crazy failure. There was a sense that the second era hasn't quite lived up to its potential. Oh, really? You think? Where'd you get that from? With a much hype universe resulting in a spin-off nobody really wanted and isn't really going anywhere. I mean, again, Rusty Davies, convinced beyond convinced it's going to be gangbusters for him. Super duper duper convinced. Russell, mate, wish you the best of luck. Right? Wish you the best of luck. And then the breakdown on the Disney deal throwing the show's release pattern into doubt. Again, it's all about the bottom line. Had it been successful, it would have been fine. But it wasn't, right? It wasn't successful. It was a failure. Rusty Davies has also come under fire for overhyping storylines. Again, the scary villain of all time. No, it's fucking not. Right, Russell? No, it's fucking not. None of the things you've said have lived up to the hype, right? I mean, mate, you relentlessly kept shoveling bullshit at us. And again, maybe in your weird sex circles, shoveling shit at each other is a good thing. Like coming on their chest and covering it in snow. I just think that's weird, mate. I do. I do think that's weird. I don't know why you wouldn't think that's weird. But it is weird, right? It is totally weird. Oh, what's that? It's got an email for Doctor Who toys. Hang on. We'll look at that in a minute. Dalek approved gifts. Okay, we'll look at that today. You sparked my interest, right? You sparked my interest, darling. Well done. Where am I up to? So yeah, it's coming to fight overhyping and over-reliance on nostalgia, even amongst the biggest fans. Yeah, there's a feeling that probably time to let somebody else have a go. Yeah, fresh blood. which I think is probably why Doctor Who has always stayed relevant, right? Fresh blood, right? The only time it really failed, it failed a couple of times, but like the John Nathan Turner, Eric Saward years, right? They just ended badly, right? It just badly. Walter Heinz Glees is here. Greetings from Germany. Greetings to you, sir. Wait, two. The wording of the statement that announced the show's future, Russell has agreed to write the 20th special by contractual demand. He agreed to write it so he didn't have to sue him for all his money, right? That was suggests that he's already ready to move on. Yeah, as soon as it was faded, he's ready to move. He's been ready to move on for a long time. When he returns, he was announced in 2021. There was a specific mention of him staying for several series, but nothing like that was presented in the statement. Yeah, he's got baby. It seems that the writing may be on the wall. Oh, God. And if it is, it's income. It's in both his and the show's interest to part ways too. The Doctor is about to change and renew after all. And with the Disney era clearly not working out as intended, it feels like the right time to a change of hands. Yes, it does. And again, that's something you said to Shooting at a number of times. Feels like the right time to change hands. He's like, yes, it matters. Of course, yeah, Russell ever said that. Also, okay, who is the moron writing this? Really? Let me see who this is. Yeah, like, just forget all of this stuff. Richard Lloyd. What sort of stuff do you write, Richard Lloyd? You got my attention, mate. You got my attention. Who are you? Every Doctor Who ranked. Okay, we'll have a quick look at this because what? Look, what's his ranking? Okay, honorable mentions. Clickbaitery scum. I mean, okay, 50. Peter Davison at the bottom. Really? No. That's Shooty or Jodie, right? Okay, McGann again. Are we seeing pictures of Shooty or Jodie in the Christmas special being AI generated and getting like lots of interest? Is that happening? Jesus fucking Christ! Really? This is just hurting me at this point. Sixth Doctor. Okay, so yeah, every episode of Colin Baker's Doctor Who was better than Scoot. Oh, Shooty's only at number 11, so he's better than 3, 5. 3, 5 is it really? That's bonkers. That is bonkers. William Hartnell the first. Okay, you know who my favorite Doctor is? The one I'm watching at the time, right? That's my favorite Doctor. 14th Doctor again should have been at the bottom. Second Doctor. I mean, these are insane, aren't they? Bonkers. It really is. 10th Doctor. That's normally considered number 1. And we haven't got to Jodie yet. That's crazy. 9th Doctor. Jodie's better than all of these. How? How is Jodie better than all of these? 7th Doctor. No, Jodie's better than that too. How do you cover? Oh, finally, she's only number 4. Jodie Whittaker was facing an uphill battle when she took the role in 2017. No, everybody loved her and she got the highest opening ratings of all time because people were interested in seeing what they got to do. But together, Chris Chibnall, she gave us the most enthusiastic, optimistic Doctor yet, bringing warmth, energy, and human space. No, she didn't. Oh, I'm seeing a word. Oh, Tom Baker's number 3. That's weird. This guy is a what's the word? I've seen him. Duck. Bloke, duck, woke fuck. He's a woke fuck, is what he is. Oh man, who's number 2? 11th. Okay, Matt Smith. Okay, and number 1, making it Capaldi. I guess so. Interesting. He got one thing right. I like Capaldi. Anyway, ask about Billy. No, get away from this bullshit. No. The worst kept secret. Previously on Doctor Who, the Doctor seemingly acquired a face from his former companion Rose Tyler. Yeah, it's called pure desperation, clickbaitery wank mag nonsense. And that's actually the technical term for it. What are we up to? It's the worst kept secret in the world, as the last minute addition due to Cat was premature exit again. But the only thing he was premature for what I understand. Premature exit. I'm sorry. Every time I say premature exit, it makes me giggle. It just does. It just does. What are we up to? Now I lost my place. With no time to cast a new Doctor, the team pulled in a favor from a familiar face, thus ensuring the reality will ending gave fans something to cling on to. Again, like regenerate to fade to white, maybe? I mean, could have done that. No, I guess not. As Lucas might say, there's a certain poetry to making Billy Piper the Doctor, given that this year marks 20 years of this year marks 20 of New Who, and the show's current home, Bad Wolf, is technically named after her. But it also split opinion as to, as you would never expect, the show didn't help itself by refusing to confirm whether Piper is even the Doctor. Why are you introducing Billy Piper? We met her before, right? We've met her before. Billy Piper is even the Doctor, which has just made things even more confusing. The result is, as despite what others may say, this isn't going. This isn't something that can just be ignored. It needs addressing. No, it just needs to be ignored. You're absolutely wrong, right? It's absolutely wrong. If you have an absolute failure, it's probably better to ignore it. That's what I would say. Yeah, ignore it. You've done it now. The decision was made. So do something cool with it. There's no better place for more gimmickry transition than a big flashy Christmas special. I would have I would have a bunch of people who never play the Doctor, but the huge names. What's the name? Hugh Grant, not Hugh Grant. Hugh Lloyd. What's his name? For Wedding and a Funeral, whatever. Those type of big actors. That have them be the Doctor. They can even preserve a sense of mystery right up until Brooke says, "Is she really Doctor? Tune in and find out." Nobody cares. Dude, yes, nobody cares. A David Tennant, Billy Piper reunion, yes. I mean, that one really is on the cards, right? That really, really, really is on the cards, isn't it? Look, the only reason they wouldn't do it is if David Tennant wouldn't do it, I guess, or Billy Piper wouldn't do it. Deep down, we all know this is happening, don't we? Yes, we do, right? Why? They're fucking desperate, right? They're absolutely fucking desperate. Given how incredibly popular 10th Doctor and Rose were back in the day, you can't get your bow tie. You can bet your bow tie the rest of the year won't be able to resist picking up the phone to get the Tennant and it back with his old companion. Yeah, cool. I mean, duh. Hi, Doctor Who's in the shitter. I put it there by putting myself in shooting out with shitter. Right? Can you help me? No, you don't have to put me in your shitter. Okay, Tennant only returned to the show 5 minutes ago, but 2026. They'll mark 20 years since he originally appeared alongside Billy Piper in season 2, and the BBC has formed for returning 2,000 icons on Christmas Day. Just look at Gavin and Stace. Again, they want ratings. They can't go for current stuff because that doesn't give you ratings because nobody fucking likes it. Right? Return of Wallace and Gromit was fantastic, right? That's not to say we need to bring back 10 and Rose. There could be a multi-Doctor story where 14, who is knocking around on Earth, let's forget, helps Piper. So that's probably what is going to happen, actually. That probably is exactly what's going to happen. Helps Piper. So, I mean, what's the most boring way of bringing it back? Oh, that's the way. Yeah, that makes sense. Solve the mystery of recent regeneration. And Rusty Evans really wants to wrap things up in a neat bow. We could even have the pair merge together in some sort of bi-regeneration, give the 14th Doctor a proper ending. Okay. And put bi-generation to bed for good. Another terrible idea. Just a terrible idea. Yes, the show's been far too dependent on nostalgia in recent years and fading every step of the way. But we are where we are. The one-off special Tennant and Piper reunion will be pure box office. Ultimately, it feels like an opportunity too good to miss. Yeah, no. The only reason they won't do it is if they can't. Honestly, if they could resurrect, I don't know, Tom Baker, make him young again, right? A shooting Gatwa cameo. Oh God, okay, that's never, ever, ever going to happen, right? He's contractually prohibited from playing the Doctor. You're never getting Shooty Gatwa on Big Finish, right? I mean, like, it'd be hard to recast because how do you get a performance that awful? I don't know. In other terms, the Doctor should appear in the special. There's obviously the obvious choice, Shooty Gatwa. No, he's never been the obvious choice. He was awful, right? Not because he's gay, not because he's black, because he's only black and gay. That's there's nothing else in him. He is a hollow vassal, right? Sure, he only just left the show, but his exit was notoriously rushed. We saw it, right? And this would have been a way of putting that right. Okay, you can't put it right. I'm sorry. And before you say it will be unusual for a departed Doctor to reappear on the next story, Matt Smith did him deep breath. Actually, it's true. Well, similarly, there was barely any time between Jodie Whittaker's departure and her recent return. Then the reality was, but modern everything after Capaldi was shit. Okay, you just look in the mirror and say it to yourself every day. Everything after Capaldi was shit, right? Everything after Capaldi was shit. A lot of people say Capaldi's era was shit. I liked it, right? I really like his season 10. I like what's the name? Bill Potts. Was it Bill Potts? Bill sang or other. Like these examples of stuff like Amy cropping up in Time of the Doctor, or Clara in Twice Upon a Time. It could just be a cameo, but these big special episodes are often flooded with cameos, so it wouldn't feel too amiss. I say let Mid-Journey Doctor Who get into it. That's totally what I say. But we wouldn't complain if Gatwa had lead bidding alongside Piper, and nobody wants it, you dumb fuck. I mean, really? No one why was his rapid exit? Because nobody's interested in it. Oh my God. I mean, really? No one's interested in that. Oh, mate. Really? Really? Those Shooting Out did a pretty good regeneration thing. No, he didn't. It still feels like he hasn't properly said goodbye. He said, fuck off, I'm going. Bye. I'm never going to see any of you again. Goodbye. It's like, that's where it was. Really? His exit wasn't planned. It was all felt a bit rushed because it was. And this special truly is the end of RTD2. Will be fitting face of that era in some form. The only question is whether Gatwa would want to open that whole can of worms. Again, he doesn't. He contractually is prohibited from playing the Doctor. But again, it's much like Tom Baker didn't appear in the Five Doctors because he's like, no, he just had his haircut. It was in Life and Love of the She-Devil. He wanted to move on. Right now he's older. He embraces Doctor Who. It's unlikely it's on their wish list. We can dream. You can dream, mate. It's a nightmare for most. Justice for Susan. They're going to forget this totally. Right? Man. Apparently it was supposed to end with there was a big party at Unit after defeating whatever. Apparently it was Omega somehow. And it was the what was it called again? The Timeless Child or Poppy or whatever with Susan, who was, and the Poppy was their grandmother. I don't know. Oh God, maybe the kid bioregenerated into Susan. I don't know. The most egregious unresolved plot from the Disney era was by far the fate of Susan. And they knew it was over by then. Why did they put those shots in? They should have been on the cutting room floor. I mean, they think that the episode just was too weak to stand by itself, probably. Right? Who finally reappeared in season 2, once again paid by Caroline Ford. Okay, Josh there is saying he couldn't see the resemblance with. I mean, okay, let's just pull that up again. It's blowing my mind that he actually said this. Hang on. That's Caroline Ford, and what, you can't recognize her? Really? It's like, I mean, come on. That's just crazy. Yeah, no, you can recognize her. Is finally reappeared in season. I mean, again, who is the only person, the only doctor that anybody's interested in seeing return right now? Not Shooty Gatwa. No. Okay, this is why this image blew up the interwebs, right? It's because this is It's because this is the only thing people want to see, right? They don't want to see, the relentless bullshit that's been current Doctor Who. Nobody's interested in it. If they had a picture of Shooty Gatwa, nobody would be interested, right? Where else? There we go. The most egregious unresolved plot thread from the Disney era was by far the fate of Susan. Dr. Gray reappeared in season 2, once again played by Karen Gordon. Multi-Doctor side, the Doctor hasn't even seen Susan since they parted ways in the Dalek Universe over 6 years ago. Well, when the audio McGann has been kind of a friendly uncle, right, to his grandson, who was played by one McGann kid and then played by a totally different one. I don't know. So the reunion between the pair is long overdue. Frustratingly, we only got cameos. First Division to 15 that he was stranded in space. I know, it's so stupid. In the Interstellar song, because then a flash screen in Wish World again. Why keep those in when they knew it wasn't continuing? Oh, yeah, because they didn't give a shit. Right? Because they're ham-fisted boys didn't give a shit. I lead into the next era. I just think next era needs to go completely away from this old era. Right? It needs to go 180 degrees away. It's just been a massive failure. Right? And you can tell how much they thought it'd be a success. Right? It's just been a massive failure. Speaking of which, I think there's some new character options out. Options, Doctor Who. Because, you can see so much was character up to figures. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, here we go. Fine, we'll get to that in a minute. What happens in 2026 special? The most important thing is it paves the way for the Doctor Who's next chapter. Whatever whatever comes next, and that's going to be produced by a different team. I think it's going to be still produced by Bad Wolf, or a different team, or a different one entirely. It needs a fresh start, which means wrapping up everything. Why? Right? Why? It means that indulgent nostalgia. Remember, Tennant, Piper. Heck, it might be a big season 2 Doomsday reunion. With the TARDIS landing at the Power State with the Bronze Daleks. Yeah, but no. That sounds too inventive and interesting. Anyway. Have the whole thing separate and come to a proper start, a final end. Excitingly, if the production on post-2026 Who has started by that point, it seems likely we could even get a first-look trailer for the next era. I think that's actually fair, right? That's one of the few bits of non-insanity bullshit they've had so far. Not many. If done right, it could recapture excitement of 2010 with a new Doctor. Again, it could do. It could do. Okay, let's compare and contrast, shall we? Video file. I hope I don't get my stream taken down again. That was such a pain in the ass last stream, right? It really was. Doink. Going to be Doctor Who folder. Doctor Who. The TARDIS. TARDIS. 10th Doctor. Yeah, End of Time Part 2. I don't want to go. Nobody wants you to stay. Fuck off. Here we go. Off. Okay. This is exciting. I do like the Stephen Moffat production team took over from this last minute. Doctor from the first second. Just nailed it.
Legs. I've still got legs. Good. Arms. Hands. Fingers. Lots of fingers. Ears. Yes, eyes too. Nose. And I've had worse. Chin. Blind. Hair. I'm a doll. No. I'm not a girl. No.
Yeah, you never were, mate.
I'm still not Ginger. I'm so lost.
You couldn't take it here, mate.
I mean, important. I'm crashing.
That's an era where we're all excited, right? It's all going well, right? Ah, you missed the twink bit. I'll bring the twink back for you in a second. Yeah. That's an exciting way to introduce a new era, right? They've categorically said this isn't the Doctor. This is just somebody Russell D. Davies is fucking, apparently. Compare it to this. Oh, look. Wiki Doctor Who. The Guild. One is one Doctor Who. Another one is a masturbatory fantasy. Any excitement to see this? Like, none. Zero. Less than zero. I bet Rusty Davies taught me how to do those moves. Yeah, fuck off. I only say that because I'm so fond of you. Yeah, no. They did a proper fresh start. Exciting of the 2026. It started by that point. It seems that like we get a trailer. It's time to move forward. I know. It's time to move forward, not backwards and forth. You know, in a grunting motion, right? It's not time to do that at all. The last commercial thing from this era, right, where they thought they were going to do gangbusters, right? They thought they were going to do gangbusters. They thought they wouldn't be able to stop selling all their shit. The Wraith Warriors, which were good in the comic book, Constable Zrig and Sergeant Zogroth, the Wraith Warrior set. Okay, like, thing is, for these to work, you've got to have. You know, any more things about it? I mean, again, you see, all these things are very toyable, right? Everything, it just didn't bloody work. You've got to have something that's interesting as your core to get people to buy it, right? Just slapping Doctor Who on it doesn't make it work, right? So let's see if that rule applies to the Doctor Who's Christmas gift catalogs. Let's see your Christmas gift. You have the Christmas Invasion collection. What is this? Christmas specials are part of the heart of Doctor Who. So, okay, so you have... Again, why not have pictures of it rather than pictures of something else? Christmas Invasion collection. Okay, fine. I mean, I have them all anyway. Okay, wait. What is this? Christmas specials are the heart of the holidays for many Doctor Who fans. They used to be. This new line of apparel for them to all cozy up into the winter. In festive VHS collection, crew neck. Is that this one? How do I enlarge it? It's a cute idea, right? It's a cute idea, but And how much does this cost, you think? Wait, how do I close this? Oh, there, Twink. Okay, how much is it then? £30, 50, 200. right. Well, that's waiting to open up. I mean, clearly. You get a Christmas, a killer Christmas tree mug. Can tell in prices. Really? None of these things are opening up? Really? It just seems to be how Doctor Who's running right now. Booked. I mean, again, nobody wants this shit. You can tell because nobody watched it. You can tell because it got cancelled. Right? So what's this down here? The official quiz book. Okay, Tom Baker and 3 cosplayers. This still hasn't opened up. Okay, fine. How much is it in nils? That's what's it in pounds? Do I change it? Really? It won't let me change it to sterling. Ships in 4 days. So that's about it's about $40. That's actually not bad. I have to tell you. That's about £12. I'm gonna get killed by a Christmas tree. No, save that and that really no. Fine. No, we don't want that either. This looks quite good, but it's gonna have too much current Who in it. So no. Okay, Season 10 soundtrack, that's good, but no. Yeah, what, the last Doctor Who comic books that nobody wants? No. No, we don't want the calendar. Wraith Warriors, they're good. Ninth Doctor Adventures, they've been okay. These are all bad ideas, right? These are all bad ideas that nobody's interested in. Bottom line, bad ideas that nobody... Nothing says modern Doctor Who like that. Man, again, we didn't get to any other news. Have a quick look at the headlines and see what's going down. Snyderverse, is it coming back or what? I don't get this. Trump making Batman great again. Reports claim he wants to shape pop culture. Was probably a good idea. Hot Toys reveals new Ben Affleck Batman right after second Zack Snyder photos. I mean, this was awesome, I have to say. How much is it? That's always my question. How much is it? Martha! You're making us all remember Martha. Yeah, no, it's a bad idea. Netflix emerges as a serious contender for Warner Brothers Discovery sale. I'm not surprised, right? I'm not surprised. WB demands higher prices by December 1st. Sound is in play. Yeah, they really want it. They really do want it. There's no news at all. Scarlett Johansson starring in a new Exorcist movie. I don't care. Arrow teasers back with a vengeance. How about Grant Gustin as the Snyder version Flash? Not a bad idea, actually. Right? Like, it's really not a bad idea at all. Dr. Alex said, what the hell was that? Nobody knows. Nobody knows, Alex. So, yeah, the Snyderverse really seems like it's coming back. Or there's just the Snyder Bros just getting excited. I do not know. What we got over here? Scarlett Johansson, no, I'm really not interested. I mean, look, Scarlett Johansson is eye candy. When she stops being eye candy, I'm not interested. Angel Studios pre-sale for David have surged to 6 million. That's good news. I mean, I'm very happy for Angel Studios to do anything that challenges Hollywood. Right? That's all good news. Black Adam, don't care. Wicked, don't care. Twilight of the Gods, don't care. I don't care about this shit. I don't care. I do not care. I nearly got to this. Acolyte Shomron Leslie Helen reacts to critics of the show demands demeans them as fascists and racist. No, they're not. You just did a shit show. I'm sorry, darling. It was just shit. There's only way of describing it. Daredevil, okay, don't care. Hollywood never recovered more. Yeah, I guess. The WGA strike, the actor strike, was a stupid idea, right? Ditching DEI, leaked email exposes new corporate playbook. Oh, let's have a look at that. Where is it? Okay, this year, Disney has cut 2 major DEI programs after investor pressure. Reimagine Tomorrow and the Disney Look Guidelines. They roll back, has been noted by workplace strategist Mita Malik, author of Reimagine Inclusion. Okay, whatever. Oh, leave us alone. I mean, really, that's basically where I am. Just leave us alone with all your bullshit, right? Leave us alone with all your bullshit. Really, really, genuinely. Is it? Should we look at Bleeding Cool? There's some Doctor Who news, but I didn't bother getting there. We'll get there on Saturday maybe. Yeah, so I'm not on tomorrow, not on Friday. Probably so. I won't be on Dan's channel. I got to watch Legend. Right, maybe I'll start that tonight. Now take your time. No, it's not like anybody's waiting. No rush or hurry. Honestly. What's this article going to get to? Gat was perfect, but Doctor missed out on a perfect fit. No, he wasn't perfect. He was shit. Right? He was shit. He just got to... Really? There we go. Oh, was it? Doctor update Russell David. Not running Crystal Petrol. Not until 2026. Well, yeah, duh. That's not shocking to anyone. I got excited at first, and then I read the rest of the headline. Oh, never mind. We'll get to all this stuff on next show. I guess it'll be Saturday. I guess it'll be Saturday. Wonder Man teaser, and the rumors of that actually are quite strong, which I'll be amazed, right? But they're quite strong. Interestingly enough. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I don't think that. Fine, I'm wrapping up, ladies and gentlemen. I am wrapping up. Heading off into the sunset for another, more fun and frolics here in the Holy Land. As again, back on Saturday night. What we're talking about, who knows what their stream. But anyway, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to hit the end broadcast the end broadcast button. I'm going to hit it again and say good night.